All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces.
Zach, when somebody mentions bullying, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
I just think of a big person who's not content with themselves, picking on someone smaller than them to get their aggression and anger out. Take Ryan DeJoly, for example. He puts the beat down on this little kid named Griffin every day. It's horrible. I walk through the halls and like, how can a kid like Griffin go through every day in this bullying atmosphere? I mean, it's just, it's really something.
Okay, and how do you think bullying can be prevented or completely stopped? Or do you think it can or not?
I think it can, and I think it can't. I mean, there's always going to be bullying. There's going to be, the bully's going to find a way to harass someone. But I think the mediators should be doing a better job. I think they should be keeping more of an eye on everyone and making sure everything's in line, because these kids their day doesn't have to be like this every day. They can have a safe environment and go to school without fear, and I just don't think it should be this way, so that's what I have to say about that.
Alright, Zach, how do you think behavior outside of school influences bullying in school?
Well, I think it has to do a lot with parenting at home, and these parents treating their children badly. Sometimes it can be because of alcoholism, addictions within the household that are being taken out on each other. And, I just think this is a very unhealthy way of parenting. I think that people need to realize that there is no excuse for bullying, but there is reason behind it sometimes. If people are having a bad life outside of home, then this will cause kids to have low self-esteem, and this they're not content with what they have in their life and how they are, and this causes them to take bullying out onto others.
Alright, thank you, Zach. Bobby, when someone mentions bullying, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Just some kid getting like picked on by a bigger kid just because they have nothing better to do, just for funsies.
Now, what do you think is worse, physical bullying or mental bullying?
I think they're both pretty close, because mental can just cause you to depress, and that can go pretty bad. Or physical, you can mess a kid up, cause internal damage or whatever, or bruises.
Okay, and do you think bullying can be stopped in any way?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
It's just because parents, they can they don't it usually comes from parents abusing children or something, and then the kids are taking out on other kids, so that's always going to be there.
Okay. Alright, my last question for you is, how do you think behavior outside of school influences bullying in school?
As I said earlier, it's pretty much from the family, or like where your home's at. If you don't live in a good neighborhood, they might take it out in school or something. Basically, if you live in a good place, you usually be good to other people, brought up right. It all just depends where you're from.
Alright, thank you for your time, Bobby.
No problemo.
Alright, Nino, what do you think about bullying?
I think that there's, when I think of bullying, I think of some big kid that always picks on some little weak kid that can't defend himself like normal people can. You know, they pick on them because they have low self-esteem, and I don't know, something could be going on at home or whatever.
Do you think this happens just in public schools or like every school?
Oh, this probably happens in like every school.
Have you seen this personally?
Yes.
Have you
Yeah,
been
I
a
have.
victim?
No. No, I haven't been a victim.
If you saw bullying, would you try and stop it, or you just leave it alone?
Well, I don't see it too often to like be able to stop it. I mean, it usually doesn't happen in like the circle of friends that I hang out with. You know, you always hear about it in school, like, oh, so and so had this happen to him, or so and so got into a fight, and like, or got his ass beat in like the bathroom or something. So
Do you think mental bullying or physical bullying is more present, or both?
I think physical bullying is more present than mental. I mean, I think that you just hear about it more. You hear about, oh, he got like beat up or whatever, rather than, oh, somebody just messed with his mind. I mean, you don't hear about that too often.
Which one would you think is worse?
Probably like
Like on the bully or on the victim?
probably physical. I mean, because no matter how much mental, like, you can get over that. You can't. It takes a lot longer to get over like a broken arm or something, rather than like something that's going on in your head.
Or why do you think bullying comes from?
I think, like I said earlier, kids that have like low self-esteem and like they're trying to make themselves feel better. Maybe they have problems at home. Maybe like things outside of school that like they need to feel better, so they feel the need to just pick on some random kid that just doesn't defend himself.
So, you believe outside bullying or the outside atmosphere happens? God damn it! I can't think of the question. Thank you, Nino, for your opinion on bullying and how it affects victims.
No problem.